Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash. One team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. Martinez on the carry. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Makes the catch, he's got enough. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Ward. Spits it out to the back. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
Quickly complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2.
Timeout, Miami.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to advance on the football.
Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Escapes the sack. He lets it fly. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Man, what a rough start for this quarterback. Already thrown 1 interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. This time it's complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 7, Miami 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quarterback checking the play. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Makes the grab on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They keep attacking through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Arroyo. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Quick spin on the run.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Ward. Quickly complete. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. With jet sweep pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Hurricane!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Coming out with it, it's Bolden. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown, and the ball squirted out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
The offense starts with a short field. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's gonna pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Arroyo. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And the Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. Let's go. Back to throw, it's Ward. Coming after it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This defense standing tall, trying to get the stop on 3rd and goal after having their backs against the wall. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. Back to pass, it's Ward. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Looking for blockers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Corner's going to give them room. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To throw, it's Ewers. Gets it out quickly. At the 45, on his way. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not. Found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs.
Off he goes! Inside the 30, the 10, and he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Canes!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll bring it out. It's Golden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one.
He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you what, when you come out with your own end zone, you know, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And I don't care if I did it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, hey, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Ball's at the 15 on second down, and they need 9. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Back to throw, it's Ewers. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Grab near the marker, it's Blue. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Miami 21, Texas 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They're going to throw it again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Got his man on the right. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Might be looking to run. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Gets rid of it. Right on target this time. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big third down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. And he did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He's looking for a man on second down. Finds his man. It's Blue. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. We need to go for it on fourth down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
The give and tick, 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 tick. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They're licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Touch pass on the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wants to go up top. Escapes trouble. He uncorks one deep. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Let's go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This one looked like it was almost over. In the 2-minute situation, get a few 1st downs, walk out of here with a W. No, sir. Defense forces the turnover. Offense, it's your turn.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it inside the 30. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. The DBs will back off a bit. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air, it's Ewers. Getting some heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he steps out of bounds after getting the pick, and this one is in the books. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the...
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.